My uncle sold my grandmother's house to himself for $1, took her $400,000 life insurance, then sued us for emotional damages when we caught him with her bank statements. Grandma Rita had everything organized, color-coded folders labeled for my children, detailed lists of accounts, insurance policies, and who got what. She'd shown me the system when I helped her update it after Grandpa died. Everything's here, she'd said. No fighting when I'm gone. She named Uncle Pete executor because he was a CPA. Numbers are his thing, she'd said. Made sense then. When she passed, Pete immediately took control. Don't worry about anything. I've got this handled professionally. First red flag, the house. Grandma's 3-bedroom in Denver, worth $450,000 minimum. Pete announced he'd handled the sale. Already? It's been 2 weeks. Buyer made a cash offer. Had to move fast in this market. How much? After settling her debts, nothing was left. She had no debts. Medical bills, taxes, maintenance. It adds up. I asked to see the paperwork. That's executor business. Too complicated for non-professionals. Second flag, the life insurance. Grandma had shown me the policy. $400,000 split between her 4 children. Pete claimed it had lapsed. Grandma never missed a payment in 40 years. Well, she did this time. Dementia, probably. She didn't have dementia. She died of a heart attack watching Jeopardy. Memory issues then. Point is, no insurance. Third flag, the bank accounts. Grandma kept meticulous records. I'd seen them. 3 accounts, roughly $200,000 total. Pete produced statements showing $4,000. Where's the rest? She spent it. On what? She never left the house for the last year. Online shopping, gambling. You didn't know her like you thought. My mother, Pete's sister, stayed quiet. The other siblings trusted Pete. He's the professional, they said. But I knew Grandma. She saved aluminum foil to reuse. She'd never gambled in her life. Her idea of online shopping was Googling grocery store coupons. So I did something Pete didn't expect. I went to the county assessor's office. The house had sold all right. To P&M Holdings, LLC for $1. Nominal consideration between family members, the deed said. P&M Holdings was registered to Peter and Martha, Uncle Pete, and his wife. I hired a lawyer with my credit card. We'll need more evidence, she said. So I became a detective. Called the insurance company pretending to be updating my own records. Oh yes, the policy that Mr. Peterson claimed on, paid in full last month. Got Grandma's bank to release statements to me as a beneficiary. Found $180,000 in withdrawals over 6 months. All while Grandma was supposedly incompetent. All require in-person signatures. On days I knew Grandma had been to doctor's appointments, I'd driven her. The smoking gun came from Grandma's neighbor, Mrs. Chen. She had doorbell camera footage of Pete visiting Grandma weekly, always carrying documents. One video showed him guiding Grandma's hand to sign papers while she was clearly sedated. She just had surgery, Mrs. Chen said. Could barely stay awake. We called a family meeting. I laid out everything. Deeds, bank records, insurance confirmation, and videos. Pete's response? You're harassing a grieving executor. I'll sue for defamation and emotional distress. He actually did. Sued me for $50,000 for malicious interference with estate administration. That backfired spectacularly. My lawyer countered with elder abuse, fraud, breach of fiduciary duty, and conversion. The court froze his assets pending investigation. During discovery, more came out. Pete had opened credit cards in Grandma's name, taken loans against her house, even sold her car to himself for $100, then flipped it for $15,000. Total theft, approximately $1.2 million from an estate worth $850,000. He'd borrowed against future inheritance he was stealing. The judge removed him as executor, ordered full restitution, and referred the case for criminal prosecution. Pete lost his CPA license, his reputation, and eventually his house when he had to pay everything back plus penalties. But here's the part that still burns. At his sentencing, he said, I was just taking what I deserved for managing everything. Managing. That's what he called systematically robbing his mother's corpse and his siblings' inheritance. He got 18 months in minimum security, got out in 8 for good behavior. Now sells insurance in Florida under his middle name. My mother still sends him Christmas cards. He's family, she says. Number. Family doesn't forge your signature while you're dying. Family doesn't steal your house for $1. Family doesn't turn your death into their payday. Pete wasn't family. He was a vulture with a calculator and our grandmother's trust. The house, we got it back, sold it properly, and distributed the money correctly. But the family, that's broken beyond repair. Because how do you forgive someone who looked at their dying mother and saw a mark?